Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. So, first I wanted to say today's lipstick choice is Scarlet Red. The funny thing is there was something called Scarlet Rouge in the lipstick container thing. So I went to buy it. It turns out, when I didn't think about it, and I need to look on the bottom more, this is just Scarlet Red. So I got a secondary one unopened. It's one of the colors I really truly prefer, but tomorrow or tonight, well, I don't know. Me and Aaron's still trying to figure that out, but he's got his TV shows to watch, but he was talking about after dinner doing up my nails, so we have a little more time tomorrow just to get things done. But tomorrow's lipstick choice tomorrow is going to be Holiday Red. That is because I am going to be wearing this Holiday Red nail polish. As you can see, we got my nails cleaned up, ready to go for another coat. And usually we do 2 coats. So, first of all, the PS3 is taking a break. Aaron and I were, well, I should say Aaron was doing it. I was lagging a bit today because I got less sleep, and, so I got less sleep. And as you know, you're probably wondering why I'm not wearing my bracelet. I got a couple wounds under the palm here, so I'm trying to let it heal. And so, I'm giving it some time. So, anyways, back to my story. I'm not wearing the red pants today because they're drying. I hope Aaron's got enough strength. I can borrow him to wring it out thoroughly. The red one, it does bleed, I found out, so you gotta be careful. Anyways, so, I emailed my therapist because I found out it's gonna cost me a little more money than I anticipated for this trip to get breast augmentation or breast implants. So I'm working to get things cleared up. So, because we have to go and get supplies, for some of you that don't know, Moppy's in the corner here, by the way. A place that I shop at is called Buy Mart, and I'm a member. You have to be a member to get in. And I just was looking over the ad. I usually have Aaron do it. I've noticed that they got some really good things for women like myself. Like, here they got box chocolates for Valentine's Day. They got almond roca or cashew roca. And Aaron knows I like cashew and almond roca. So if he goes and does that, that's really cool. So another thing I want to share with you all is I'm kind of concerned with Annie. I love Annie very much. Annie said she was thinking about the future. The thing Annie said was, "Thank you for the prayer and the love you shared." The problem is Jessie girl, Aaron knows, is Annie is my second half. She's Filipino. So when she says that, it's either she's moody or she's got something she's deep thinking about. So I left her a message on Facebook. I said, "Dear girlie, help me out here, I love you no matter what." So I'm hoping everything works out. So, Angela, I want to thank her. She said, I think it was yesterday, I look really pretty. I thank you. I will be getting my hair redone soon. So, that's a good thing. But yes, like I was saying, since Aaron slipped in, is almond roca and candies for Valentine's Day are on sale. So, and by the way, for you girls out there that you don't know what to get your man, don't get him a tool set. That just says you're Mr. Fix-It. You need to get something he likes. Maybe boxers or something. I don't know. Maybe a nice cigar.
His hobbies. What he likes to do.
Oh, yes. Well, so.
If he likes trains, well, then don't get him, if you know he likes trains, just get him something about trains. You know he likes baseball, Get him a subscription to Baseball Magazine or something.
So,
Make sure
anyways,
he doesn't already have that, though.
I've emailed my therapist with a couple problems. I see the endo tomorrow, which is great. I do want to say, since my aunt will not bring this up, and she only watches the videos I ask her to get her opinion on it. As I think you heard yesterday, I think it was yesterday, or maybe Aaron talked to Jessie Girl. Well, not Jessie Girl, but in the background with the messenger problem. I think we did say something on our video, did we, about Mr. Tightwad?
I don't know.
Okay, so anyways, let me explain what's going on. So, first of all, as you know, I got to go on 3 trips in the next 12 months. Yet, just because I'm kind, caring, loving, and a great human being, just like Aaron is, that's why a lot of people think we are the perfect couple. Me and Aaron relate a lot of things together and things that we like, but this isn't about what we like or dislike. This is an answer to something. So, the other day I was asked, I think it was Saturday or was it Sunday?
For those curious, apple slices.
So, was it Saturday or Sunday said something and I smacked him in the face verbally, but the canceling of our trip yesterday, right?
Yeah, you basically just asked them, are you going to bring your own coffee or not? Because it makes a difference on where we go. Whether we go to Safeway, where it's connected to a store, and the store technically owns the seating so they can sit there. There's no rule in the store, basically, since they have coffee cup holders all over the place, not to bring your own coffee. Or bring it from some other place, like one of the drive-up stands we got. However, if we were going to the coffee shop, which is purely coffee shop, if you bring your own coffee, that's like bringing your own food from someplace into a fast food restaurant. I mean, you don't go buy Domino's and go sit down at McDonald's with it.
So, yeah, exactly. When I was, I seen a lot of stuff happen growing up through my mother, who talked to me about certain things at Denny's, where she worked. So I'm well aware of it. So what I said to my uncle was, are you going to be buying coffee or bringing it? And he basically
quickly changed around, said he was sick, and didn't want to meet up this month.
Or next month. Now it's April. All because he's got an anniversary, okay? An anniversary coming up the 13th of February, and he can't save money. Yeah, me and Aaron, we've been close so long that we
I have a feeling that his payee, Nancy, only gives him like $50 a month.
So, oh yeah, because they have to drive all over the day. Remember, he goes to every one of those discount clothing places, Goodwill.
Yeah, and he has to pay for his schooling because he wants to continue doing continual education and
life skills.
It's life skills, adult education. But he's been going to that since he was like 19. He's like 50 now?
Well, yeah, something like that. Anyways, the point I wanted to say is, I mean, the man, and here's the other thing. Me and Aaron, when we usually shower, like today, he made an excuse. He has to go shower at 4:40 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, that at 4:40 is close to bed. Yes, I took a bubble bath, but I took it around 1 o'clock because I had to get things prepared for tomorrow's doctor's appointment, so I'm trying to get things together. I got my pants drying, and I'm going to make sure they get fully dried. I got my shoes picked out, my tights picked out, my other things picked out, and Aaron said, well, Rita, you're going to wear the shawl with it. That's fine. I don't mind doing it. Heck, Aaron basically picked out red, and I love the color, and Aaron said this month we'd swing by some of the clothing shops when we go into town. I want to look for a long skirt. No problem. He's a sweetheart. Having an excuse maker like, I mean, me and Aaron, we celebrate an anniversary, every year and birthdays. And we always make sure there's something there where we don't sit there and say, we can't do this because we're saving money. No. I mean, me and Aaron, we got to sit down eventually figure out what our meals are going to be for our trip, because there's a Texas loan. I mean, Aaron's got to sit down one day, use the computer, and just figure out restaurants in the area and go, I mean, I don't mind peanut butter and jelly, but I also think, as long as we leave alone. Yes, Norma, I know you're still watching us, Normie, or Norma, friend, that when I go and get my breast augmentation, I do not want to eat at McDumpers.
McAneurysms.
McStrokes. For some of you out there, not the perversion thing either. So,
yeah, if Ronald McDonald jerked you off, I wouldn't want him around my kids.
Anyways, Burger King's okay. Dairy Queen's fine, but as Aaron said, Dairy Queen is just too high. I'm hoping, that. Here's the other thing. Because we're going into town on the 3rd, and we're trying the Pita Pit, we're going to be actually going to the Smoke Shop, Pita Pit, Safeway, home. And then on the 4th, we got to get up early, which means we're going to be a little lagging, I think. We get up, go to our appointments, and then afterwards, we'll either go by the clothing store, then to this place, then the Safeway, then the lunch, which I actually want to try some bacon chicken from KFC, or I can mind myself and get a sandwich over at Domino's. It only takes them about 12 minutes to make. So, it just depends on what me and Aaron's mood is. But because we're going to the dollar store on Saturday, because Aaron's having 2-day shipping for his cigars, that we are going to be going on a Saturday, which means we're going to be starting one end of town and working our way back across the bridge. So, it will be very interesting, what is that? The green one?
Mm-mm.
I was telling you, take a green one. Oh, Fuji's are good. I got those little mini Fuji's in the plastic bag. I hope they taste good. Last time they didn't have any flavor. So, anyways, like I said, I'm almost prepared for the appointment tomorrow. We got to walk in, get things done. Usually, Aaron and I are lagging a bit for for breakfast. So we might have to find something in our freezer or something to munch on before we go out, because, when we usually leave, we usually try to get something to eat, which usually is corn dogs. So we'll figure it out, so. I got some internet browsing to do tonight after dinner. I want to get that done as quick as possible while Aaron's watching his movie, his X-Files. He's on, I think, what are you on, episode 6?
Yeah.
So, for some of you, I wanted to share this with you. I have this book out. I wanted to share a passage with Aaron in it. That's why it's called The Orvis Guide to Small Stream Fishing. I found the 5-weight shootouts for 5-weight fly rods. Angela and I talk about fly fishing once in a while. It was kind of humorous this month, and I just chuckled, and I shared it with Aaron, so So yeah, Jessie Girl said she had to catch up on my video still, but she's kind of been in a little trouble because of not doing her job, so you know how that goes. Right now the plan is next week, since me and Aaron's going to be going into town on Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, to go to the Pita Pit. We were going to look into what do you call it? When we go into next week's, when we get paid at night, Tuesday night, which is 7 days from today, we will be personally contacting the airline to get that straightened out first thing before we do anything, I got some stuff to cut corners for another month which means less internet data than I need, because out of 7 gigs, I've only used half a gig for the entire month, pretty much, because I usually use my bandwidth at home, which never runs out. So, you know. Oh, and talking about things, being an old-fashioned girl, I ordered some more what do you call it? Some more catalogs to be mail ordered. So yeah, I think it's all good. And just so you all know, yes, let me show you. This little guy here
Is in trouble.
In trouble. Daddy can tell you all about it today.
He decided he couldn't hold it just before we were on our way out to walk. I had my coat on, my shoes on, her coat was on, her shoes were on. We were ready to roll. He decides to piss on the floor.
And now he's a depressed dog because he's, oh!
And this is like the first time he's done that in like a year or two. And he knew he was bad. He went into Blizzard's box and hid in there.
So I have some other news for you all that you might find interesting. Aaron and I were talking, and we're not giving you the location of where we're going because some transgendered people might bombard the doctor. And I only got 45 days. Huh?
Until the doctor says otherwise, because
I'm the trial.
You're a trial case.
So anyways, apparently the doctor and I have talked, and the medical assistant.
Apparently you have?
Can I just finish? Yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, so far, apparently what's going on is they have chosen to choose the gummy bear breast implants for me, which looks really good, so I support it. But Aaron and I hope Aaron can come in here and explain this a little better than I can. But no, it's not about breast implants. Me and Aaron, today I was kind of in a panic about something. We found out that the hotels, even though the hotel we're going at can discriminate against transgendered people, they can't discriminate against ADA law. Well, we found out that Moppy here is protected a little more, even though they're trying to tell us we can't have.
Yeah, they can't make us pay anything for them. They can't tell us that we have to have another room. We, in fact, tried to request a smoking room, and they said they don't have a smoking room that's a pet room. And he's not a pet. They don't understand that. And they told me on the phone they wanted certification. Otherwise, I might have to pay the pet fee. And I found they can't do that to me either.
So I was digging up info because I was concerned, and then I realized, most of it my concerns are in Jesus' hand because it's in Jesus' good office. So, but yes, I was happy about that. And on top of that, he's going to be flying on an airplane with TSA already knows about it in the airline. So how much more,
And the train will too.
And the train's already being informed. So, and so all is well, that's the other thing. Me and Aaron's got to sit down, figure out where we're going to have our stay-in hotel in Seattle. The other trip I wanted to tell you about in August, which I haven't briefed Aaron yet, but since he's here, he's listening anyways, is I'm going to need to get his guidance on something to do. So we might have to meet up with a friend of mine on the day before, see, when we leave to go to the trip we're going to for gender confirming surgery, the consultation as well as the surgery, we're taking a non-stop flight out of Seattle. Because of that, and this might be of interest to you, the plane arrives at 8 in the morning where we're going. However, we leave, at like 11 at night, so it's a red eye. So, instead of staying in a hotel, when we get in by the train, we're going to have to spend about 12 hours before we even board, about 10 hours before we get to the airport so we can fly out, So, we'll have to figure that out, but yeah, like I said to my therapist, it's going to be very tight for a while because we have 3 trips planned. We got breast augmentation almost done and finished. We got the gender confirming surgery, also known as surgical intervention down below for the consultation, and then we have in January, or earlier, depending on the doctor, is the next trip. So all in all, it's going to be a real big zinger. However, the doctor seems kind of weird that, things fell apart, but it was destiny that the breast augmentation get done first, so anyways, so I will brief you all tomorrow because it will be fun to let you know how well the doctor goes. I have to make a phone call Thursday to the surgeons because apparently I need to make sure my medically necessary letters are at the right surgeons and if they got them both. Because if they got them both, then there's nothing more I need to do except to talk to the endo tomorrow, which is only going to be doing the medically necessary for the breasts because she's monitoring hormones and she's also monitoring the hormones and the breast growth. However, as Aaron said, we might need to dig up some information, and I've said this to him too, to figure out the normal hormone levels because we don't think the doctor is actually monitoring the hormone levels well. Yes, I know you're falling asleep on me, Moppy. So, this guy is cute, but yes, pissing on my floor did not earn him any brownie points.
Yeah, he's lost his treats for a week too.
He's lost his treats for a week too. So, poor little guy, but you know what? That's what he gets. So tonight after dinner, I'm gonna have some coffee, wake up again, and go through like some stuff, and then be done with it till tomorrow. The reason I'm tired is I got up at 6, and I'm almost 12 hours in, and I'm just very exhausted. So I got 2 books to read. And then tomorrow, I'm good. I'm going to take my DS with me so I can play Etrian on the bus or watch YouTube videos. I prefer the YouTube videos at home because, it's just, the Etrian's fun. So anyways, with that said, everyone, there's nothing new to report. I hope all is well with you all, and I will check back with you all tomorrow after the appointments, and I hope Safeway's got roast beef sandwiches. I really like it, So, with that said, everyone, Moppy and I say goodbye. And we want to. What is it, Moppy? I want you to please subscribe, post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, and please post comments and feedbacks about me getting punished. I want my treats back. So if you guys get enough votes together and say treats for me, then I get my treats back. So bye-bye. Mommy says bye-bye too. Yeah. And I should get paid. What for? For being on video with you. All the time, little greedy mop. Later. Peace. And you have anything else to say, Moppy? Yeah, I do. May God bless you in all you do. Also known as Yahweh.